Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Market Minds introductory series. Today, we're going to be taking a look at earnings intel. Now, this has a few different parts. We're going to go through all of them, but a little preface before that is I think this is a really important part of Market Mind because of how difficult it is to track the fundamentals on a day to day, especially for short term swing traders or day traders, which was the thought process behind me creating this part in particular. So, right as we start, we land on a stock page. I've already preloaded idea in here. You can load up any of the 2100 stocks, of course, and we land on the earnings card. The first thing we see is market reaction. This is what the news sources are treating the recent results as. So we see for idea there's five bullish, seven mixed, because of the PAT being a one time thing, as we know. And we see those little summaries right here, a surprise score, the key numbers. We draw this composite score from different things, not just the bare fundamental numbers which we see above here, but we'll get into those in depth in a minute. We have these different signals, the estimates, and the fundamental quality we derive ourselves. Then this part is interesting. The AI analysis is done by a proprietary world class LLM trained on finance. So if you don't want to go through the numbers yourself and derive your own analysis for every stock's fundamentals, you can just go through this quickly and have a pretty decent idea. The backtest patterns, etc., we will get into in depth. So moving on to the deep dive. Here we've run it through a multi-layer signal AI model here, which is stock specific. It tells you what direction we should be expecting over the next 60 days or so, given the recent results. As you can see for idea, it's bearish, pretty much flat, but it's low confidence because there's a mix and match of things. There's a one-time profit, which is why I chose this stock because it's an interesting result. As you can see, we have the price context here and the red flag history. Red flags seem to be rare for idea in the recent past, at least. Yeah, the quarterly history here as well. And back test patterns we'll get into again in some of the other cards. Ratio card is again the ratio analysis, the fundamental ratios, all your usual suspects, PAT margin, interest coverage. What we've done is we've back tested these and given a projected forward return here. The composite score, as you can see, is 29 from the ratio alone, and we have a ratio snapshot here, the ratio history. The backtest is not shown here in particular, it's shown as a composite inside of the deep dive within the multi-layer signal over here, since ratio alone does not really predict price as well as all of the fundamentals combined. The SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunity, threats. We have this for every stock again, and this checklist. Going into the deep model, we shift from stock specific to market wide. You can choose between all NSE and Nifty 500 on the right here. Let's do Nifty 500 for now. So we've done top 25, bottom 25 here, and we've noticed a difference of about 13 odd percent, or all the way up to 16, I believe, in some years, for these quintiles over the year. So currently the strongest stocks, of course, we see here Yes Bank, HFCL, Aether Energy. These have been doing good, and Of course, here are the bearish ones as well. These are updated as new results are released, which brings me to earnings season. Tells you the recent results, the dashboard up here for the recent earnings season, the last quarter, decliners, profit growth leaders. So there's a lot of fundamental data here you would otherwise have to do hours of research for right at your fingertips. Red flags, if any. We also have upcoming and recently reported earnings here, just in case you want to either avoid or get into those stocks, however you trade. Pillar intelligence, this one's interesting. So, what we've done here is taken all these different aspects of fundamentals as pillars, put them into AI models, and come up with these quintile lists. Now, these quintile lists is where the actual up to 15-16% difference between the top and bottom quintiles I was talking about happens. It wasn't in the deep model alone. Those were, I believe, around 11% instead. We can give you the actual exact numbers in a methodology doc if you request it on the support team, support at marketmindai.in, and we can see multiple pillar crowns here. And here's where the back tests come into play. So we have all these different types of fundamental back tests, and what usually happens when a stock does hit them. We have that. And of course the current active stocks, by combination of these set pillars and set back tests, there are strong bullish and strong bearish and all the middle ones. I would usually go for the strong bullish and strong bearish and sort of leave out the middle ones for any real trade you take on these bases. Moving on to fundamentals, again a similar thing, just a slightly different perspective. It's a slightly different model. It gives you the 5, 20, 60 and 60-day and yearly returns. And we have the confidence levels, of course, and the recent sector composite ranks. Some of this is backtest statistics. The live signals are clearly mentioned as live. Ratio analysis, again similar but for ratio specifically. Like I said, you could deep dive into any one of these depending on how you trade your particular research style. But we've also done the deep dives and the deep models where the stuff is sort of already, the maximum alpha we could extract has already been extracted for you. The sector wise one here, you can change sectors up top. Let's say, let's see diversified. And we find this. So you can do a bisector report as well. That's about it for the earnings card. And of course, we have the secondary intel, which you can load on the side here. And the AI sidebar, you can ask questions from right here as well. That's about it though. I hope you all have a great time trading with this new data, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.